Crash Drive 3 is actually a pretty cool game, and there's really nothing quite like it. It's a party game with cars. But is it worth the rather steep price tag of $20? Today, let's find out. Hello and welcome back to the Oddball Gaming Amalgam. I'm V, and unfortunately I'm actually by myself today. This is a video that I've been meaning to make for a long time. Unfortunately, Silverado's just a little bit burnt out on this game from all the videos we did with it. And nobody else in the Amalgam has this game. So, yeah, that's kind of the situation we're in. And that really is a great time to ask the question, is this worth $20? This game is $20 on Steam. And think about this, so is Superliminal. That's a little bit ridiculous to think about. So the question is today, is it worth this $20 price tag? I've got some notes here, some good and bad, and I'll let you make the decision for yourself, but I'm going to say off the bat, no. It is absolutely not worth 20 bucks. If you value fun over the actual quality of the game, yes, but if you value quality of the game, no. Absolutely not. It is not worth 20 bucks. For a multitude of reasons that we're going to get into. But before we get into the negative, I'll always like to start with the positive. So, for one thing, this is a very unique game. You are not going to find any game like this anywhere else on the internet. This is a party game with cars. Where have you seen that before? I mean, yeah, you have like Forza, or BeamNG, or The Crew, or heck, even the stinking first Cars video game, like from the Cars movie franchise. They all had open worlds with events, but you had to actually toggle into those events, which were usually not open world. And so, having a game that is fully open world, including all events, which are just mini games, just by the way, which is one thing that makes this like a party game, it really is nice. It's a breath of fresh air, and I would love to see more people capitalizing on this space, because there are people who absolutely love this game. And I think that they would love to see it revived, breathe new life into, because unfortunately this game is about 4 years old at this point. Now you might remember this game because you played Crash Drive 2 when you were a youngin'. So do I. And honestly, after seeing pictures of Crash Drive 2, it's like, wow, this game really is better than Crash Drive 2. But it's still the same premise as Crash Drive 2. And it's really a really brilliant concept. That again, I would love to see a little bit of competition in this space, because I think a lot of people would buy it. I really do. Maybe not for 20 bucks though. The next thing that I absolutely love about this game is the variety. And as you can see right now, we're doing a beach ball event, which, as you can see on the screen, wow, it's so amazing. Literally, you just have to do the most damage possible to the beach ball, and somehow I'm in the lead. Actually, the double decker is kind of OP for this, so I don't know why I'm saying somehow, but did I even say somehow? Dude, my brain is just absolutely stalled. Anyways, yeah, this is a very unique game, and I love that. And then the actual physics in the game, they're just bad enough. Wait, no, that's a whole other pro. I'm sorry. I'm half blind and I'm looking over at my notes on my second monitor. Despite the font size being stinking 72, I still struggle to keep my spot, especially while playing the game. So the second thing that we were going to talk about is the variety. As you can see, I'm currently driving a double-decker in the canyons. But you can do much more than that. There's, I believe, 48 different cars. That's not including the tanks for tank battles, which I am not interested in, and you will not be seeing on this channel. And then there's also 5 different maps, 4 of which have events. And, yeah, 4 of which have events. And then there's also the variety of events. As you can see now, it's King of the Crown. Let's be real, it's thinking capture the flag. And it's really well thought out in that the person who has the crown has no boost, which makes it to where you have to really think. You have to really use your head if you want to outrun people, and that is not how you do it. Oh great, I've been shoved into a wall, and I've been rescued. Anyways, the variety of it is really nice. you definitely have a lot of playability. Unfortunately, it does get old a little bit quick because there is variety, but there's just not really enough variety, if that makes sense. It's a pro and a con at the same time, and I'll explain that a little bit more later. Another thing is, again, the physics are so bad that they're good. It's actually a ton of fun, the crash physics in this game, just to see what car can hit what car and how it will have, what effect it will have. Because sometimes you have light cars that can absolutely smash. Of course, they're going to be inside this building, aren't they? And then you have heavy cars that can barely even push. And so it's like, okay. Yep, well, hey, at least because I started with the crown, I got second place. I'll take that. And, so the physics are definitely one of the better parts of this game. Let me see if I can actually hit somebody on purpose. And then we'll see. Sorry about that. The entire time I was muted, I was yawning. Ain't that fun? So, just want to grab this box of money right quick. So, let's go ahead and try to find another player. Ooh, okay. This will be a perfect display of it. We got a race this time. I want my boost recharge. Proceeds to use it. Aren't I a genius? Alright, here we go. And you'll really get to see the collision physics in action in this mode. I'm hanging back just because everybody always beats each other up at the beginning. And then I can... and then I can get ahead once they are done beating each other up. Unless I miss the turn, which I almost did there. Dang you. Really? And I did there. Excellent. Come on. Oh! Dang it, man! I haven't played this game in too long. Plus, it's also been an incredibly long day and I'm absolutely exhausted. But no matter, I think we can come back from this. I think, well, we're already in third place. I think I can take second. I really do. I know nobody's beating Kikia. That's just not gonna happen. But I missed that little crate. I missed that one as well. That is, again, okay. Not ideal, but okay. Okay! And the physics decided to physics. And sometimes you do get a little annoyances like that, but overall, they're really not that bad. And third place across the line. Really, that was not my best performance, but meh. It's alright considering my Tourette's are going absolutely mad right now. So, speaking of the physics, you may have noticed the air controls in this game. They're just straight up Rocket League. And so, it allows you to do some very interesting things, very cool things. Such as this. Realistically, you'd never be able to make that jump. And so, among other things, like, you know, being able to keep your drift going by boosting, etc. It's literally just a thruster like Rocket League. Rocket League is a thruster, whereas other games just move you forward faster. They just control your lateral velocity, whereas you can use these as thrusters to go up or down. So, anyways, that is definitely one of the better parts. And then, of course, let me just go up here. You have your left or right, of course, and then wonderful. And I'm a robber, so I have no boots now. Excellent. But anyways, you have up or down to, you know, obviously go tilt forward or backward, etc. So let me go ahead and focus up here a little bit. I'd like to not come in dead last, which is now not going to happen. It's simply impossible. Am I going to win? No, for sure, but meh. Yeah, Kiki has a cop. If Kiki has a cop, I'm absolutely cooked. But yeah, so. And by the way, random thing in the middle of the video while I'm supposedly trying to focus. How do you enjoy hearing me present by myself? Would you prefer hearing me with other people? I know I would, because you didn't even hit me, bro. Anyway, being the word amalgam, you know, it's a group effort. And I definitely do prefer, you know, doing it with other people, but I think I'm also okay-ish enough at presenting by myself because I used to do that a lot as well. So, and the next thing is map design. There's very clever map design in this game, and it really does show. There's a lot of stuff that's very well thought out, and so it makes it to where there's actually a lot of explorability for a game that, especially on the surface, is just very boring. Not boring, but doesn't look like it would be as brilliant as it is, would I guess be the best way to put it. So, so there's definitely that. Like, again here, wow, congratulations. Oh, wow. Okay. Well played, everybody. So, yeah, that's, like here you can see all these little ramp thingam-whatevers. You can jump from one to the other. Very, very thoughtfully laid out. Very clever as well. So, another thing. This game is, unfortunately, what you would some people refer to as a zombie game. It really isn't receiving much development anymore, even though lately the developers have been active, but at the time of writing these notes they had not. So they've only recently become active again, mainly just the one guy. It's now M1H, basically. That would be Mike. I cannot remember his last name. But at any rate, that's why it was called M2H, because it was the two brothers, I think Mike and Matt, and then the last name was like Hetzinger or something like that. Again, I don't remember. And it's King of the Crown again. And you can kind of see what I mean about how it sometimes just feels like it needs to be a little bit more. It loves to put the same events over and over, and it does not like... It's kind of like on some... Yes, I got the crown. Excellent. It's like that some music streaming services that just don't shuffle properly, and so you hear maybe the same 20 songs all the time. It's very much the same feeling as that, which is to say, just kind of frustrating. And, yeah, I'm already getting a little bit bored of King of the Crown, for example. So, that's one of the biggest pros, unfortunately, or biggest cons, is that really it just feels like it needs more. God dang it, I just got psyched. But not this time. I love this vehicle surprisingly turns surprisingly well until it doesn't, until I want to show how well it turns, and then it doesn't at all. But man, it does bowl through cars pretty good. I love taking ramps like this though, because everybody just jumps over me. Then again, unfortunately, I am in a double-decker bus, so that's not really gonna happen here. But like if I'm in the Beetle, oh god, they're cooked. Because everybody just jumps right over me. Crap, I was trying to be nice and not send him like a pun him like a soccer ball, and now I regret that. Oy, oy, oy. Again, no contact apparently made, and yet he has the crown now. I don't know if that's on my end or theirs. That might cost. So let's go ahead. Yep, yeah, I knew it would cost. You will not beat me at this. Well, if I do crap like that, yes, you will. Nice. Congratulations. Wow, I really sucked there. I'm tired. So that is the biggest pro, is unfortunately the fact that despite the variety, it's not very well shuffled, if that makes sense. So it does start feeling very repetitive fairly quickly. Especially like now, I've actually unlocked every car in the game. And maxed every car in the game. So I'm at level 48, which is the highest you can go without doing what's called gilding, which is spending $1 million to paint a car a heinous gold. It looks like a really bad gold wrap, basically. So, yeah, there's that. After you fully max the car out, upgrade-wise, unless you want to make it significantly uglier, then that's kind of the end of it. So, yeah. Now, I never did say what the final pro was. I just realized that. there are occasionally still double money and XP events, or just other events that happen. So like last week there was a double money and XP event for tank battles. Or a couple months ago it was in Forest, as you may remember, because we recorded a video, multiple videos with it. And those are actually really fun. It's always nice because it changes the dynamic. If you remember Samuelito, he left a comment on the video and mentioned that he was playing significantly more aggressively because of that. And I kind of wish that it always had that aggressive atmosphere. Not because I enjoy people being jerks, but because it really it doesn't raise the stakes. Even if you lose, you get a better reward than you would have got before. In fact, I think sometimes losing then paid better than winning, like when you're not in an event. And so that definitely helped change the vibe. But again, there was much more pressure as well. And I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. So now we're going to continue with the cons. And I kind of feel bad about this one. But I am a stickler for sound design. I'm very picky. Just listen to this vehicle. I don't know about you, but that's not really what a bus sounds like to me. Especially not when it goes up to 5,000 RPM. Because bus goes up to 5,000 RPM, bus go pop. So anyways, let's go ahead and continue here. I know there is a tunnel for the forest, but I cannot remember where it is. Oh, excellent. It's telling me. So not only is it the sound design in that, but it's just the vehicles in general. None of them sound good. You may have heard the monster truck. It kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. It does not blend well with the other cars. The other cars don't sound great, but at least they blend with each other. And then you have the monster truck. No, I don't like that. And so now my throat hurts. But yeah, the engine sounds are really annoying. You may have also noticed another con that I had. You may have also noticed that when Cops and Robbers started, I just immediately became Robert and lost boost. There was no way for me to opt out of that event. That's just excuse me. That's just personal annoyance, because really it wouldn't be that hard to make it to where you just have to honk, and then boom, you're just automatically completely disqualified from the event, but you don't lose boost or anything. Because sometimes, you know, we try to do stuff. Like there's, for example, on the moon, there's a ring that's above a bunch of floating asteroids. And if you're trying to connect that, by the way, holy two-wheel. And, so yeah, there's that. What did I just hit? I thought I hit a movable stump. And, yeah. So unfortunately, sound design is really weak. And then you also have the music. This music, the music itself, from a musician's standpoint, is awesome. But again, it just suffers from not enough options. There's not a lot of music. There's only about 4 songs that play when you're in an event. And it could be any of the 4. Ouch. And so that is actually quite frustrating to me. And so that's one thing. And yeah, and then the last one of the things, I don't think they had this in Crash Drive 2. I might be wrong. Please correct me if I am. They had something, there's something called Find the Ring. Oh, a ring turned blue. You have to go jump through it. Or the collect event, for example. Oh, you have to collect coins. Those are almost fully RNG based events. And so if the RNG is not in your favor, oh well, that's just too bad. You're gonna lose. And it's not even your fault. It's not a lack of skill. It's just poor design, I guess you could say, poor development. So, yeah. Anyways, that was Crash Drive 3. It's a bit of a short video today. I'm by myself. I really don't feel like talking that much. I've got a bit of a headache. I think I might go ahead and go to bed. It's only like 8 p.m., but I'm still just pooped and ready to go to bed. So, anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you'd like me to do more not casting, but like hosting by myself. I don't like doing it by myself, but you know what? If you guys prefer it, then sometimes videos like this where I can't really get too many other people to want to do it, then yeah, by all means. So, I'll probably continue. I'm gonna have to double check what I just said because I genuinely dozed off while talking and driving in a video game. So that's just wonderful.